Hello all and welcome, and I am the MGTOW Philosopher, and in this video I would like to talk about YouTube removing one of my videos for no reason whatsoever. Well, they locked it as private, same as remove, nobody can watch it except me, and I can't take it out of private mode. And this video was my video called Delusional Women with Useless Degrees. Now, when I clicked on the locked as private, it gave me a link which sent me to an appeals page, which basically inferred in some vague terms that I had put either misleading tags or some kind of misleading description or some kind of misleading title. Now, I went and I looked at the tags, and I didn't see anything that was misleading. Nope. They all made sense. Delusional, feminists, guys are not interested in educated women, tags like that. But somehow, that's wrong. That's misleading. But no, it's not. I'm looking at the tags. The tags are perfectly in line with the subject matter that is being discussed in the video. And the only thing that comes to my mind is that they just don't agree with my tags. So they're using some kind of subjective measuring stick, meaning their own ideological bent, their own views, their own opinions about what I have to say on the subject as some kind of way to subjectively view the title or the tags as being wrong. Oh no, they represent what I'm talking about in the video, but what I'm talking about in the video is the wrong ideological interpretation. My interpretation is wrong. The entire feeling I got from the message that I read, which I can't access now because I already filed an appeal, was that essentially they're objecting to the content matter and the way I'm depicting or commenting on it, which really has nothing whatsoever to do with it being my video, my subject matter, and the subject matter that I'm talking about is exactly in line with the title and the tags and the description. So there can only be one reason why they removed it, because they don't like the video. Big surprise, because, yeah, YouTube is run by, guess what, a woman who is a diehard feminist, and this platform hates men, from what I can see. They're not too wild about men anyway, and any men that are anti-feminism, well, they have to go. We're going to do everything we can to get rid of any of their videos that we don't like, and we're going to do it on the flimsiest of justifications, like, oh, your title doesn't accurately represent the content. What are you talking about? I spent a video talking about how delusional these women are, thinking that them getting degrees in horticulture and the study of disabled people will allow them to find men. Men and women simply don't look for the same things in each other. Men look for things that are indicative of fertility. Women look for things that are indicative of a stable, good provider. Somebody who can provide resources. So I'm thinking, geez, what's the problem? I mean, honestly, things have gotten so bad at YouTube now that they're actually, I didn't even know this was a thing. So now they can remove your content for, any number of reasons. Number one, it's abusive to some group of people somewhere on the planet. So we're going to remove it. Some minority group whose feelings we have to respect. We don't respect the majority, the 99.5% of people out there, but we have tremendous respect for that 0.5%. Yeah, the tyranny of the minority, as it were. So we're going to remove your video. And, of course, then they've got this new shadow mode for subjects that are supposedly controversial. Well, controversial by whose estimation? Oh, by the people at YouTube who get to essentially arbitrarily decide what's controversial material and what is not controversial. What does that mean, anything? You're not allowed to have controversial material running in normal mode where it's searchable and people can see it. Well, what sense does that make? Since when is controversial material somehow banned to begin with? Oh, and of course, well, we're a private organization, even though we're a publicly traded company. Yeah, that's an interesting argument. And now, besides their usual censoring with their little algorithms that essentially make videos ever more difficult to find, and they randomize the number of times or the possibility of your video coming up in a search to such a infinitesimal point where people really can't find your videos, to the point where it's more or less censorship. Now, they will straight out ban content on such a flimsy justification as, oh, we don't feel that the title of your video accurately represents the material. And you have just one opportunity to appeal. And if you didn't remove whatever words we objected to in the tags and the title or the description in the interim between the time you filed the appeal and between the time we look at your video, well, you're not going to get a second appeal, and the video will never be made public again. And, well, at that point, you're screwed. Now, of course, they don't tell you what you did wrong because they don't want you to actually fix the problem. They want it to remain nebulous, this unknown reason. And then you try to fix it, but you don't know what the reason is. And so they will, of course, get back to you and say, sorry, your video just isn't publishable as is. And you only get one chance to appeal. And, of course, if you remove it and try to re-upload it, of course, we'll block it again. Have a nice day. Isn't that lovely? You would think, of course, they would tell you, since they're taking the effort to actually manually ban a video for something as little as, oh, an inaccurate tag, which is nonsense. When was the last time a leftist video on this platform, a feminist video, which I'm sure there's plenty that used tags that were in some way not directly connected to the video. They never get removed. When do you see that? Never. But I make a little video. I ain't got a decent amount of views, but it's not like blowing up the internet. Oh, but it's got to go down. Of course, because it tells the truth. This is just another example of YouTube's hypocrisy. And you know full well that this, will this video get published again? Did I guess correctly what word, what tag, what sentence that they objected to? Probably not, because they'll never tell you. Because this whole nonsense about removing and banning videos just because of some misleading tag is just another arbitrary way for them to remove conservative content or content that they don't like and make it impossible for you to get it published again. And they don't have to tell you why. They just create this BS about you used an inaccurate tag or something, or some kind of subjective measuring stick of how they think you misrepresented your own video. Like, oh, you didn't get the information right. It's your video, and you should be the person who knows what they're talking about in the video. But we don't like the word delusional. We don't think those women were delusional. So you've used the wrong word, and you've inaccurately represented the material in your... you've misrepresented the material in your own video because we don't feel they're delusional women. No, those weren't useless degrees. So they're really objecting based on a dislike of the material, and they're using this nonsense about tags and inaccurate words representing the content as a way to, yet again, censor conservative content producers or content producers who release material they don't like. You have to love the tyranny of the minority, don't you? Let me know what you think of this YouTube censorship nonsense, and let YouTube know as well. I am the MGTOW Philosopher, and I wish you a good day. Take care.